Coach joining us right now live on the Rich Eisen Show. Coach, thanks for calling in. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
You bet. So what area code is Jesus? Can you tell me what's his area code, Coach? Do you know?
001.
Okay. Well, that is out of country. That's true. We're out of country right there. That's for sure. So whose phone was that you picked up? First of all.
It was the guy that runs the little press conference and sits there and moderates everything.
Uh-huh.
And Jesus told me it don't matter what phone you pick up, I'll be there. So I just picked it up and hit him, and he was there.
I like it. So did you think going into the press conference I'm going to use that line, or that just came off the cuff, Coach?
It really just came off the cuff. I do like to fun and play a lot. I think that I'm a loose guy. I try to be loose around my players, but just having fun with it. Having fun with it.
Well, to continue, I guess, with the theme, David and Goliath may have nothing on this situation because of the way Kentucky has been playing. What are you going to tell your team about this challenge in front of you and them?
Well, go out and compete. Go out and compete as hard as you have every night, and then try to compete even harder. After that, everybody and whatever they do dreams of doing something bigger than yourself, bigger than your sport, bigger than your, and if you get that opportunity, it's probably only once, and we got that opportunity.
Well,
so go out and compete. And you, like they said, you probably got 1,000,000,000 to 1 odds, but you got 1 odd. Go after that 1 odd.
You know what, Coach?
And after that, let the chips fall where it may.
Yeah, when you think about it, though, so many times in sports, and you know it being a coach, and from my seat having seen, so many press conferences as well as speeches. So every coach tries to tell the team, let's shock the world, even if they are Kentucky, right? Even if the win wouldn't shock the world, or even if their win would be an upset, it's not something that people would talk about for years, decades to come. This truly is the opportunity of a lifetime, that if your team does knock off Kentucky, it is something that will be discussed forever. Is that something you bring up?
Yeah, and you know what? It's no pressure on you anyway. I feel like we have no pressure. If we lose, we're supposed to. If we go out and win, you've done something that people are gonna talk about forever. And it's one of those things that hey man, go out and have fun. Go out. You don't get this opportunity often. Some people don't get. Matter of fact, 99% of athletes don't get this chance ever. So go do it. Go try to do it. Go have fun with it. Go try to do it. Play as loose as you possibly can. Again, we're going to go out and try to have fun with it. And, I think I need to bring it up because it's going to be on their mind anyway. So let's go ahead and get it out the way before. Let's go ahead and talk about it and get it out the way.
Sure.
And then after that, go play, man. This is what you play for. And we got a chance to do something special, man. And how big is that?
Edward Joyner, Jr., head coach of Hampton basketball, joining me here on the Rich Eisen Show. So let us talk, however, about the X's and O's and about actually executing this. Dwight Meikle, one of your best players, has an high ankle sprain. He's been out for a while. Do you expect him perhaps to be back and suit up against Kentucky Thursday night?
I don't expect him to. He is back moving around on the ankle, but I think as of last night, he had limited mobility. So, if he's not going to be able to play without any thought and as least pain as possible, I'm not going to play him. For him, I do have to think about the future. I got him back next year, and he's a heck of a ball player.
So what about Quentin Chivers, who had a double-double, 15 points, 13 rebounds against Manhattan, but left in the final throes of the game with an injury, and things got a little tight for you after that? What about him for Thursday night?
As of right now, he was getting treatment. Things are looking okay that he'll be fine to play. We may keep him off of it in practice today. That just depends. But right now, we're planning on him playing. And that kid's a warrior. I don't know if there's anything I could tell him that he wouldn't play, short of his ankle being broke.
Now, you obviously are going to be looking at film tape. I don't know if you've begun that process yet with Kentucky. What do you think that you can do with your squad to attack them in a manner that will leave a mark on Kentucky?
You know what? I don't know that it's a particular way that we can attack them to leave a mark. I do know that in whatever we do, you got to be able to make plays, and you can't be afraid to make a play. I mean, at every position, they probably 3-4 inches bigger than us. So offensively and defensively, the things that we do are going to have to be team-oriented things. And then when we get the chance to make a play, you got to be able to make a play. And then we'll go back to the same old saying, hope Jesus gives you a few crazy ones, too, that roll in that not supposed to, or you didn't think would. So, you know, you got it. I don't, from looking at film now, I don't know that they don't have any, per se, weaknesses that we can exploit. So, you know, we got to be on our game for 40 minutes, and we probably going to have to play as close to a perfect game as we can, or a perfect game as we can. You know, if we're going to have a shot to win that ball game, because there's some high major teams that have played Kentucky and played close to perfect games and still lost by 25.
Right. Hampton head coach Edward Joyner Jr. joining me here after beating Manhattan and taking on Kentucky Thursday night. Before I let you go, maybe you should make Calipari think like you've spoken to a higher power. Just sort of go up to him before the game and do your best. You know, I mean, he's seen it all, I'm sure, but he's probably never had another coach come up to him and say, I did actually get a higher power on speed dial, coach. You should try that one. What do you think?
I'm gonna try all I can. If you think that'll work, I'm gonna take your word for it. I might even see if I can get one of my managers to stand in the rafters and drop some water on him or something, and maybe he'll really believe it. You know,
something. Just throw him off his game. Something. What do you have to lose?
Anything.
What do you have to lose? Right?
We have nothing to lose. And hopefully that'll work. And I mean, again, I'm not going into this game coaching nervous, because I feel like we have nothing to lose, and let's go leave it all on the court. And it's also rare that you get an opportunity to play that way too, you know. And so let's go make it happen.
And they have Ashley Judd. Who does Hampton have? Who can you bring? Who can you? Who do you? Law? Do they have? What do they have?
Yeah, Wanda Sykes, notable Hampton alum.
The comedian Wanda Sykes. Maybe we could get her out there for you, Coach. What do you think? We'll get anything.
And maybe, hey, that'll work for me. And maybe she can keep them laughing. Anything to throw them off their game. I'm with you on that.
Coach, thanks for taking the time. Good luck on Thursday night. We'll be watching. We'll be watching and seeing if history unfolds.
Hey, no problem. Thank you.
You got it. That's Edward Joyner Jr., the head coach of Hampton basketball, joining us here.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern. On Audience.